Hi ladies, thanks so much for scheduling some time to watch this video. I'll try and be as quick and succinct as possible. So you know me, my name is Bethan Jepson and I'm the founder of High Flying Women. So I started the network at the back end of 2016 with the first event running in March last year, and it has been quite a journey. The network has evolved so much since it began. We've gone from purely career and leadership focus to looking at success on a broader scale, because for so many of our members, success is more than just being a leader in your industry. It's about feeling like you're making a difference in your career, having powerful and connected relationships, being wealthy, being healthy, and having the time to spend with your family and the other things in your life that bring you joy. Gone is the era of 9 to 5, live to work mentality. Now we work to live, and we want it all. So this is where High Flying Women intends to provide. So we are a personal development network where you can meet and develop strong relationships with other like-minded women. Together we are stronger, wiser, and we can get where we want to go quicker. I love this saying, a wise man learns from his own mistakes, whereas a genius learns from other people's. So together we will achieve career success, empowered lives, and freedom from what holds us back. Yes, you can have it all. So I've been really focused on developing my own self this past year so that High Flying Women can be the vehicle for you to have it all. And I found that coaching in particular works really well for this purpose. So what is coaching then? So it is certainly a bit of a buzzword right now, but a lot of people still don't know what it is or why they should care. And different coaches will tell you their own interpretation of it depending on their skills and background. But for me, as a kind of passionate change maker and problem solver, coaching is all about getting you from where you are now to your version of success as quick as possible. I personally think coaching is amazing, and I've certainly experienced my own epic transformations because of my coaches. I'm so keen that I now have 4 coaches, so I literally can't get enough because of how quickly I'm seeing results. I have unknowingly and informally been coaching a lot of you for the past year. If anyone's had more kind of one-on-one time with me, then you'll kind of get a feel for this. So recently I've been doing it in a more formal manner to really test my skills. So again, if anyone's had one of my recent free coaching calls, then you know what I mean. I've also been asking for feedback and I'll share some of this with you now so you get a feel for the type of results that you can experience. So this feedback came from Isabel, who's a lawyer. So she said, "Thank you so much, Bethan, for your time today. Your call was informative and transformational, and I cannot wait to start your coaching program to help me find my inner warrior queen. In such a short time, you've identified those things holding me back and causing me pain and heartache, but also helped me to realize that change can happen, and I'm the root of that change to reach the contentment and success I desire, with your help, of course. Thank you again. The journey is just beginning." So how do I intend to help you have it all? Well, the way I see it, there are 4 steps. So number 1, mental freedom. Removing self-doubt and limiting beliefs, the things that will often manifest as perfectionism, control issues, anxiety, not feeling good enough or worthy enough, chronic stress, feeling undervalued, imposter syndrome, fear of failure, fear of rejection, taking things to heart, feeling low energy or demotivated, feeling stuck, disappointed, or just kind of unfulfilled. So I help you liberate your mind so that instead you can feel confident, resilient, purposeful, powerful, in control of your future, successful, productive, energetic, happy, and fulfilled. At the end of the day, until you've conquered your mindset, your version of success will always feel just out of arm's reach. Then there's financial freedom. So once you've stopped getting in your own way, we explore how you can maximize your earning potential so that you can work because you want to, not because you have to. So many people explore faster routes to bigger paychecks in this chapter, or alternative income sources which don't rely on you trading time for money. So they provide a residual or passive income. If you run a business, we look at how to improve your marketing and sales tactics so that you are fulfilling your business's potential. If you're looking to start your own entrepreneurial journey, we look at how to get you off to the best start by growing your personal brand in the market and again equipping you with the latest marketing and sales tactics to give you all the tools you need. For many people who aspire to run a business, it is the self-doubt and limiting beliefs that prevent them from taking that leap. However, with all these issues sorted, the world literally is your oyster. I know this better than anybody because I had to mentally free myself before I could take the leap. And for a long time I did. I sacrificed my time, my health, my relationship to run High Flying Women alongside my full-time job. And it was only when I kind of removed that fear that I could set myself up to be financially and time free. So then talking more about time freedom. So the ability to know when enough is enough. This relies on you knowing your numbers, assessing your wealth targets and working backwards so you don't have to work 14 hours a day to no end. We explore epic planning, organising and prioritising so that you can work smarter, not harder. If you're an employee, we look at the best way you can do this within your organisation. And if you're a business owner, I mean, to others it might sound easier, but actually you know that in reality it's not, because all the responsibility falls on your shoulders. And running through all of this is the biggest determining factor of all: commitment. You have to be committed to change in order to have your all. The definition of insanity is literally doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. You have to open your mind to a different way of living and doing business if you want to have it all. You must accept that the pain of not changing and the associated regret of wasted time is greater than the fear of stepping out of your comfort zone and into the unknown. And then you must commit to your all, like your life depends on it. We are attempting the extraordinary. Remember, if it was easy, we would all already be living our dream lives. So in case you haven't zoomed in on this already, the overarching theme is freedom. So I have spent the past year researching success, looking at people, both men and women, who are living their version of success. And they are all liberated in the three areas I talked about before. So mental freedom, they have no fear. What many would perceive as a risk, they look at as an opportunity to further their lives. So they don't let any limiting beliefs hold them back. They're also financially free, so they have passive income sources that mean they don't have to trade time for money. And therefore they also have time freedom. So not just because of the passive income side, but also because they know how to work smarter, not harder. And my 4 coaches are all living their version of success on varying scales and have taught me how to do the same. Therefore, I can reveal to you that the secret to having it all is the freedom of choice. Choose where you put your focus. Because despite our ability to multitask, we can have it all, but not at the same time. So you're not all of a sudden going to wake up tomorrow with mental freedom, financial freedom, and time freedom. In fact, you'll probably find that while you're redesigning your life, you in fact have to work a little bit harder and go even further out of your comfort zone to get there, because society and the traditional business model is not designed to give you your freedom. You have to go above and beyond what's easy and what's comfortable, even to put yourself on the path to having it all. So we still intend to cater for the kind of three stages of life. So young professionals, managers, experienced professionals, and business leaders or entrepreneurs. So for young professionals, maybe you love your job, but you just aren't making enough to live the quality of life you want. Or maybe you're finding that you're working really long hours, so the other areas of your life are suffering. Or maybe you've landed on a career path that you're not sure you want to do forever, but you're worried that it's too late to change. Or maybe you are super driven to get to the top and you just want to do it as quick as possible. Or perhaps you have ambitious goals, but at the minute you feel like your self-doubt or lack of confidence is getting in the way. Or maybe you're happy for now, but someday you dream of starting your own business. So for managers or experienced professionals, perhaps you're looking to build your management skills and are looking to impress so you can move to the next level. Or maybe you're at that point in your career where you've worked hard all your life and now you're wondering, is this it? Or maybe you're looking to have children and you're concerned about finances and what effect taking maternity leave will have on your career. Or maybe you have recently had children and the way you used to work just isn't possible anymore. Or maybe you've reached that point where you just want to enjoy life a bit more. Or maybe you feel like you're kind of sat in someone else's shadow and you want to grow your own distinctive personal brand. Or maybe you too are potentially looking to start a business and you would like to explore what that would look like. And then kind of for business leaders or entrepreneurs, maybe you want to finesse the process of getting more clients on a consistent basis and creating more of a predictable, stable cash flow. Perhaps you're looking for creative ways to inspire and engage your employees who stem from different generations. Or maybe you're just looking for the support of fellow business leaders. Or maybe you feel like you have some really good ideas, but procrastination or fear of failure or fear of what people might say is holding you back. Or perhaps you feel like you're always trading time for money and you want to explore the concept of working smarter, not harder. Or maybe you feel like your personal brand is not as strong as it could be. So many options, many different scenarios that we can cater for. So where does High Flying Women stand at the minute? So currently we have 479 high flying women from 54 different sectors and industries, although actually it's probably more than that because I haven't updated that figure since before Christmas. We've had 11 events in the past year. We're now in 2 cities, so Manchester and London, and we have won 1 award. And so that award came from some of the one-on-one time I'd put in with people and some of the coaching I'd done, which had really allowed a few individuals to accelerate their careers, which is why I've really been trying to increase the time I give to people one-on-one basis. I think that is the quickest and easiest way for you to get to where you want to be. So this is the feedback from another one of my recent coaching calls with Nicola. So she said, as an insanely busy working mum, constantly striving to achieve perfect balance between excelling in my legal career and being a good mum, wife, friend, the idea of a coaching session with Bethan sounded like something I should make time for. I was right. I expected that she would give some useful tips and ideas on what I might do differently to make my life a bit easier or more focused. What I didn't expect though is that the session would actually help me to discover why I do things in a certain way, and that some of that goes way back to situations and experiences that predate motherhood in my career. This is in turn meaning that I can understand certain aspects of my personality and how I run my life, not just in career and motherhood, but also in other relationships and day-to-day life. I came away feeling hugely empowered and ready to make some much needed changes. How all this was managed in a mere 45 minutes is beyond me. So thank you, Bethan. You're fantastic at what you do, and here's the new me. So I absolutely love that, Nicola. So what's next for the network, and why have I asked you to watch this video? Because basically it's time to get serious. The purpose for High Flying Women was always to generate amazing results for people, but because it's been free and therefore, I've always had to find work from elsewhere to pay my own bills, I've not been able to put the time and value into the network as I originally intended. So I've just about managed to run 1 event per month, which, don't get me wrong, has been amazing, and I've loved getting to know you all better and better as time's gone on. And we have had some amazingly inspirational and useful events. But I found that the impact of them still is not where I want them to be. Because they are free, so you don't prioritise them. At the end of the day, why would you for a free service? And if there's anything I know to be true about personal development, it's that momentum is everything. You need to be committed to your own development enough that you keep coming back month in and month out, and that you consider the events to be a non-negotiable in your diaries. B, there has to be the incentive and the motivation for you to go away and implement what you learn at the events, and then communicate with me how you got on, so we can troubleshoot and find what works best for you as an individual. This communication is essential because everyone's context will be different. We're all at different stages in our lives and in different industries, so we must find what you need right now and what is going to make the difference in your life. So yeah, communication, it just has to be up there. And we also need to realise that time is the one resource we never get back. So why put off your development? Because you're only delaying your own success. And we can afford to put ourselves first a couple of evenings per month. So yeah. So I am asking you to put some skin in the game. A £15 per month membership subscription, that's so that you can commit to yourself, your future and your success. So I'll be able to pay because I'm providing the value and results for the ones who really do want to have it all. So this value is not lost among the noise. And by noise, I mean, people who come to High Flying Women as a bit of a box ticking networking exercise. And to be fair, if I don't act differently to the other networks out there, then why would people treat High Flying Women any different? So I guess the question is, which would you rather have? So the equivalent of 2 gin and tonics per month, which, although delicious, is not going to serve your career, your wealth, or your health. Or would you rather have the freedom of choice so that you can have it all? Mental freedom, financial freedom, and time freedom. I always say that the safest investment you can make is in yourself, because you have all the control over it, so you can make the most of it and really change your life for the better. Hence why I've personally invested in 4 coaches. Solid investments, right, guys? So I am looking for women who really do want to have it all: a fulfilling career, strong relationships, wealth, health, time freedom for your family, and the things in life that bring you joy. I would rather have a smaller number of committed women who I will be able to help achieve significant results than a larger group of women who, will only come once in a blue moon and therefore don't establish that momentum which you talked about earlier. So why would you want to work with me? Well, for starters, I have been externally recognised for the change I've brought about, not just for the select individuals in the High Flying Women Network, but also on a business level, for the cultural makeover that I gave my family business. So that's now flourishing and growing. So I was awarded the most promising young person in Manchester in November last year, which is the right-hand picture on the screen. So the guy on the right is Mike Toolan from Key 103, Manchester treasure. As I've said before, I've also invested heavily in my own development through my 4 coaches, one of which is the fella in the middle. And in the picture on the left, you can see us working together on the new structure for High Flying Women in front of 120 people. So he is a serial entrepreneur who has 59 different businesses, and he is expected to become a billionaire next year. So right now he's worth £900 million, or dollars. I'm not sure actually. I think maybe dollars. So he has perfected financial and time freedom and has been imparting that knowledge onto me. He travels the world coaching ambitious entrepreneurs like me, not because he has to. His 59 of the businesses are what's earning him his money, but he set them up so that he doesn't have to be in them all the time. And therefore, he's traveling the world helping the little guys, because he wants to, and he enjoys watching someone make that transformation. So as you can see, I also do a lot of speaking, and I coach on living a successful and abundant life. I chose that word abundance because I just love that concept of having a full life, i.e., the have it all concept. I am also a social entrepreneur, so my success is tied to yours. The only way I can be successful and grow is if I help you guys to become successful and grow, and in turn evolve society into new ways of thinking and how we live and do business. You can also see the logos of the publications which I've appeared in as well. So a couple more testimonials just to support what I'm saying. So Hilary on the left says, it was so interesting. In less than 15 minutes, you led me into insights, into why I feel the fear in the situation we discussed, and the simple strategy to deal with it was so illuminating. This was probably the most beneficial conversation I've had all year. Thank you, Hilary. Christina says, so I had a coaching call from Bethan, and by the end of the 30-minute call, she helped me put a few things into perspective. I was amazed at her ability to help me to dig deeper, to uncover what the actual underlying problems are. I've been stuck in a bit of a rut in my career, and with Bethan's help, I'll now be able to look at everything from a different angle, which will allow me to stop holding myself back. So if I was to sum up all the things that I've learned from my coaches and from implementing these teachings in my own life, it would be, it is possible to dominate in your career and have your ideal family and personal life, but you have to first open yourself up to new ways of thinking and new ways of doing business. Mental resilience and a liberated mindset is the foundation to this. Then when you've conquered your fear of failure and fear of the unknown, you unlock your potential to earn without always sacrificing time for money, because you'll see that if you take risk out, you take opportunities out. Don't get me wrong, it takes commitment and discipline to have it all. And you may find that at first you feel like you are giving more before you see the return on the change you make. But in order to ingrain new habits and change, your brain only requires the conscious effort for 29 days. Then it becomes a success habit, and you will feel the benefits of this change thereafter. So everyone wants to be successful, but not everyone wants to do what it takes to succeed. There is plenty of room at the top. It's the bottom that's crowded. So out of the pool of people who join the Success Circle, I'll be offering to work with 10 of you one-to-one for 90 days, for those of you who really want to fast-track your freedom. Obviously, the reason I'm saying 10 is because I have only so much time to give. I would especially recommend this to kind of business leaders, entrepreneurs, or people who kind of feel stuck in a rut, or even people who aspire to have a business one day, as the challenges that you're experiencing will likely be unique, and therefore you'll benefit massively from the one-to-one tailored approach. So it will work on a first come, first serve basis. If you do want to work with me one-to-one for the next 90 days, make sure you first start your subscription and then reach out to me and we'll grab a coffee or talk on the phone depending on where you are. Even if you think that 10 people must have already taken the spots, reach out to me anyway, because I'll be chatting to everyone first before I choose my 10. And the first come, first serve thing will come into place if I find, if I have 15 to 20 people who I've determined are really ready and willing to take on this coaching. So I will prioritise those who made the decision quickly, because in most cases they're the ones that get the best results, because they are truly committed. So this is what we'll cover in the 90 days, just quickly go into it. Just kind of summarised everything. So building self-esteem and self-worth, how to work in alignment with your passion and purpose, identifying limiting beliefs and turning them into empowering beliefs, how to let go of your past baggage, how to process rejection and failures, how to let others in and reconnect with your loved ones on a deeper level, how to set powerful goals that actually manifest, how to trust your gut instinct and make powerful decisions in less than 5 seconds, how to remove negative influences from your life, how to call on your inner warrior queen, which I love this, identifying your current career and earning potential, how we stretch your earning potential to meet your life goals, how we can give back and make a difference, leaving a legacy for your family, alternative income sources, how to earn passive wealth, how we can identify strategic business partners, how we stop doing the things that don't align with our long-term goals, working on our weaknesses, identifying the things we need to start doing to achieve our goals, how we work smarter, not harder, how we can plan and live in the future, how we can manage other expectations for our time without sacrificing, how we measure our success, how we review and improve, how we can use our strengths to dominate, and how we can impact the evolution of society, the development of conscious living. And so all of those fit into that kind of mental freedom, financial freedom, time freedom areas. So coming back to the Success Circle membership, this is what coming to every single event results in. So a testimonial from Lauren here, who's only ever missed one event since she started in August, which actually was the most recent speed networking event, which actually a lot of people missed in the end. So this is what Lauren says. So I joined High Flying Women back in August. I came into the group with very little self-confidence when it came to my career. I could never stand up and take control because I didn't really know how to. I had fallen into a career in recruitment and just plodded along with absolutely no idea where I wanted to be in 5 years' time. High Flying Women gave me both the knowledge and the confidence to take control of my life and the drive to push my career forward. It made me realise that I didn't have to settle for something that deep down I knew wasn't right just because that's what I'd done for so long. I have now jumped head first out of my comfort zone and have achieved my dream job and dream career that I'm certain I wouldn't have done if I hadn't met Bethan and become part of High Flying Women. The amazing network of strong and inspirational women has been an absolute vital part of my last year, and I'm so excited to see what the next year holds for me in this incredible network. Oh, so dreamy. So thank you, Lauren. And of course, not forgetting about the collaboration benefits. So the path to success on your own is an uphill battle, but together we are stronger, wiser, and speedier. So doing anything alone is much harder, and the Success Circle will be comprised of women who have purpose, drive, women who can be a positive force in your life. We can learn from each other's successes and failures so that we can all reach our goals quicker. Having it all doesn't have to be a far-off dream. And the group's hashtag will be, yes, we can have it all. So how will it work? So if you're £15 per month, you'll get at least one event per month. You're very welcome to attend the events both in Manchester and London. You'll also get an hour's free coaching with me one-on-one, which is worth £60, which you can schedule at any time within the first 3 months of your membership. So every quarter we'll still have a free event open to everybody, so you can introduce friends, colleagues and clients to High Flying Women and our mission, hashtag yes we can have it all, in due course. Also, for every 5 people you refer who join the Success Circle membership, I'll give you a free month back. For the new members who subscribe following this event, there will be 2 events in the first 2 weeks. So you can choose which one works best for you. These events are around setting your version of success, so a bit of a benchmarking exercise. So firstly, that I know what you're striving for, and so that the other ladies in the Success Circle know what your end goal is. Because if we then know, we can A, help you get there, so share our knowledge and experience, and B, we can hold you accountable so you don't drift off and make the most of your investment, essentially. So for those who joined this week, you'll have a choice of either May the 2nd or May the 8th, 6 o'clock till 8 o'clock. And after this week, it will be closing until July. I'll also use these sessions to inform what personal development and skill development workshops we hold in the next quarter. Obviously, it's better to jump in this quarter so you don't miss out on certain event topics, because, you know, I can't repeat topics we've just had in the previous quarter. So save May 30th, 6 o'clock till 8 o'clock as well, as that will be the next workshop. The topic will be informed by those first two events on the 3rd and the 8th. Also save the 20th of June and the 18th of July. 2nd of May, not the 3rd. So first two events, 2nd of May, 8th of May, and then also save the 30th of May, the 20th of June, and the 18th of July. And I'll give you the rest of the dates for 2018 upon signing up. So I'll ask you to put these dates in your diary in advance. I'll also send reminders approximately 3 weeks before, asking you to confirm your attendance. Also, if you subscribe now, then you'll be getting it while it's at the lowest price point, as it's probably it's only going to go up from here, hopefully, as we'll be, the more results we'll get, that'll be me proving it's worth then. So I've tried to anticipate some of your objections so that I can address them straight away. But of course, if you have any additional questions, then please do email me. So, firstly, what if I can't come to an event 1 month? That's absolutely your prerogative at the end of the day. The majority of the time, we can say yes and no to certain things that get asked of us, especially if we are talking about out of office hours. I would ask you to try as much as possible to make the events non-negotiable in your diary, and let your boss and family know in advance that, that is one evening where you're prioritising your development. Consistency and building momentum is absolutely key to get where you want to go in life. Of course, there'll be things that happen that we can't control, such as sickness, but these things happen. We just have to go with the flow and make sure that if we miss one, we reach out to other members who did attend and get the learnings. Can't you ask my company to pay for me? High Flying Women exists to serve you, not your company. At the end of the day, your career is your responsibility, so if you can't be the one who takes charge, then your success is already majorly disadvantaged. By all means, if your company would like to speak to me, if there is a few of you from the same company who would like to sign up, then, fine, arrange a call with me and your boss. But don't wait for them to sort it out for you, because it's not going to be top of their priority list. If I was you, I'd pay the £15 per month, so at least you can get going, and then you can expense it back if they do get on board. So what if my company won't pay? I feel like we have pretty much answered this one already. I would just add, don't expect your company to jump through hoops for your development. At the end of the day, they probably won't care if you have it all or not, because they have a business to run and money to make, which is fair enough. It's also highly unlikely that you will stay with that company for the rest of your working life. So again, I would say just take responsibility for your career and your future. I can't commit because of childcare. Obviously, I understand that young children will always come first, although I would always encourage you to make time for yourself at least once a month. But if you are struggling to get to the meetings, then reach out to me. If there are enough people who are struggling, then we can always have events at lunchtime or in the morning if that's easier. I just need you to communicate with me. So don't rule this out straight away just because you're like, oh, I can't do evenings because of childcare. If you really want this, we'll make it work, and I'll help you make it work. I don't have time, I can't commit. So if you can't commit to yourself and find the time one evening per month to invest in your future, then frankly, High Flying Women probably isn't for you, because as I emphasised earlier, commitment is one of the 4 key ingredients to having it all. So if you can't commit, then you have resigned yourself to not having your all in your version of success. If you are more committed to fulfilling someone else's dream than your own, then this network can't help you, really. You have to take that first step on your own. Oh, I don't have the money. Okay, so as I said before, this is the equivalent of only 2 alcoholic beverages per month. or one trip to Primark, perhaps. So not even a upper market clothing store. It is very affordable, and again, if you aren't willing to invest in yourself even on this basic level, then you'll never get to where you want to go in life. Investing in yourself is key to success. And if you feel like this is a risk, then you definitely need this, because that tells me that your self-worth is so low that you don't feel like you are worth £15 per month investment. My coach always says, excuses are nothing more than a reason to fail, a lie in disguise. If you want to have it all, career success, wealth, health, family, hobbies, travel, and the freedom to choose which one of those you're prioritizing, then the Success Circle membership is for you. So to join the Success Circle, simply click the button below this video, and the link will only remain open for a limited time, so I can get on with providing value to those who want it. I'm super excited to start this journey with you. Those who are as committed to change and freedom as I am, let's crack on. I'm so excited. For those who sign up and are interested in the 90-day accelerator program, where you'll be working one-on-one with me, just send me an email and we'll grab a coffee. So I hope that many of you will be joining us on this journey. Look forward to speaking to you soon. Here's to the future, guys. I can't wait. Bye.